Hey everybody, welcome back to the weekly vlog. I have a ton of things written down on my list to talk about today, so I'm gonna try and not take too long. Our list of things to talk about is a huge channel reorganization, restructuring, whatever you want to call it, which is kind of half happening this week, but mostly implemented next week. Gonna be talking about Yooka Laylee, which its embargo lifts later today. Had to talk about Google Plus and Twitter verification and just a bunch of junk around that. Talk about fan-made highlight videos as well as fan community subtitles, and Player.me, which is like a gaming social media site. Alright, so channel restructuring. You've probably heard me talk about this quite a few times in the last, a little less than a year, but the channel's been pretty disorganized ever since I finally moved from Toronto here to Mississauga. It's been about a billion reasons why, but basically, between trying to juggle a whole bunch of stuff in my personal life and trying to bring more variety to the show, things ended up becoming really disorganized. And, it's hard enough for me to follow what I'm trying to upload at what times and what I need recorded. So I can only imagine that it's 10 times worse for you viewing the channel, trying to figure out, any kind of rhyme or reason. Because I bring it up sometimes with the schedules, but I don't make it particularly clear. It's on, my channel about page, which nobody goes there. Basically, I upload the main video of the day at 3 p.m. Eastern time. That changes depending on daylight savings time, of course, which I know some countries don't have. And then my second video, if I have a second video, is 6. But if there is a second video, it's kind of a bonus. What I used to do and what I think I want to go back to is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are all the same game in a week. Tuesday and Thursday are the same game. And then the weekend is the same game unless I've got something really special to put out, like my top 5 favorite games, like when I did that. That would usually go up on the weekend. And then if I have bonus videos, usually a large stream recording or just some kind of extra thing that I can't fit into a time slot but I think is good for the channel, that would go up on 6 p.m. either Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, usually. So those days would have a bonus video if one is available. And the last time I was in this routine, I ended up having those bonus videos quite often, so usually it ended up being about 10 videos a week. I think that worked really well. I don't know, it's because it was less spammy on videos, but you also kind of knew what to expect and when to expect it. Now back then I would have been uploading my videos at 8 a.m. for the first one, and then I'd be uploading the next one at noon. So time zones, that messes with a lot of people actually. The whole reason I switched from uploading at 8 a.m. like I used to for so many years to 3 p.m. is because my analytics were showing that if I upload at 3 p.m. instead of my time, it's way better for the mass majority of my audience to see that. Because when I was uploading at 8 a.m., it pretty much guaranteed that the European viewers were at work, and my North American viewers were just about to go to work. So it was a really bad time slot, and a lot of people would miss the videos because of that. Because, you get home, you check your subscriber list, and my video's not anywhere near the top because I would have uploaded it many hours ago for most people. So the 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. time slots seem to be a lot more convenient for everybody, which I'm fine with. Basically, with this restructuring, it's going to be a lot easier to know what I'm doing, and I also kind of want to focus on less different playthroughs at a time, maybe a bit more one-offs as the bonus video, and I'd probably do those as streams I'd upload so you get a large chunk of it, and then maybe if people ended up really liking it, I'd write it on my list and consider it for a playthrough a little bit in the future. I mean, unless people really clamor for it, then I guess I could do it sooner. But you know what I mean? I have been getting that complaint for a while of I start a lot of things and then don't go very far in them, and I can definitely see that. It's never a thing of me intentionally being okay, start it, people don't like it, drop off. It's not a thing of that, because usually people seem to respond to new series pretty well. However, it's just a lot of stuff comes out and I want to give you guys variety and everything, and that's really the main issue. Is it's probably too much variety because why watch me if you know I'm only ever going to get a few episodes into a series, you know? Like, if I go on my Trello page right now where I write down all the series, the current playthroughs list is the vertical height of my monitor right now. That's not good. There's like 15 things on here. So that's it's a lot of stuff not frequently uploading, you know? I think also for the growth of my channel, and also because this is going to be what's most popular with you guys, some games that I want to get around to way more frequently streaming and probably uploading on those Monday, Wednesday, Friday bonus slots. Age of Empires 3, The Guild 2, and Payday 2. I don't know why I don't play those more, considering a lot of new people find me through those. I mean, like, my tutorial series on The Guild 2 are, I'm fairly sure, the top results on YouTube for The Guild 2. They get a lot of views. They get comments every single week just saying, like, thank you so much, the in-game tutorial wasn't any good, this helped me a lot. In fact, I just got some comments, I think today, saying something along those lines. So, I mean, that's the whole reason I made the Guild 2 tutorial series, is because I thought the in-game tutorial wasn't very good, and there's all this stuff that you kind of just have to figure out or hunt around on old forums and stuff, so I thought, why don't I just, like, compile it into some videos to help people out, because it's genuinely really hard to figure some things out in that game, especially if you're a rogue class. It's a really poorly explained class, but it's a fun one. So that's why I made that whole series, and it seems like people really liked that, both the series I did on it and the tutorial series, so I don't know, why don't I just play that more? I'm sure you guys would like that. Age of Empires 3, I used to be the top result on YouTube for that for quite a while, just on some random fucking weekend video I threw out, ended up becoming like the top video for a while. I think I'm like 5th down or something now, but still, like, just complete fluke that ended up getting popular. And I do love Age of Empires 3, it's why I Let's Played it and all of the expansions. I'd love to just play that more, because I actually know some people in the competitive scene for that, and you know, I've picked up some things, I've learned some things. I actually have this good guide that's like probably 2 years out of date, but it's also for like a fan patch thing. I don't know. I've learned a lot from it though, and I feel like I've started to learn some of the tricks that I should be doing since I made those old like expert AI playthrough videos that people liked. Where like I know tactics of like what's a good opener with some different civilizations, and what's a good way to like gather resources efficiently, like what resource should I be focusing on with what teams at what points in the game, focusing a lot more on herding animals, because like if you shoot an animal from a specific direction, they'll run in a specific direction, and that way you can keep the animal herd really close to base so that you can way more safely collect food. Like, just all these little tricks come together to really improve your game, and so much efficiency that I've learned now in using the deck of cards and everything, and properly figuring out, okay, what cards are worth having in the deck, what's a good time to call in what cards, like really learning the value of resource shipment cards. I never put it together before, but like, you know, I always thought that like the 2 outpost card was a really good value, where it gives you 2 like defense towers. That's only like 400 wood worth of a card, really, whereas I could get the 700 card at the same time. I could make like a stable, a barracks, and well, I'd hope I'd have a market by then, but I don't know, maybe if I'm England I want to do a barracks, a stable, and then get a couple villas, because when you make houses, not only does my population go up so that I can get some more troops out, but it would also give me some free citizens, because that's part of their bonus. That's awesome. So like, I'm learning a lot more the value behind these things. And lastly, Payday 2. I used to be a Payday 2 guy for quite a long time, and like, I'm so out of date with everything now, and every once in a while I'll play like catch up for about a week, and I really enjoy it, and then I just get busy with other stuff. I think I want to make Payday 2 a bigger part of the show again, because it's still really fun. And plus, it's an excuse to play games with you guys, which, by the way, that Killing Floor 2 stream that I want to do, where like we all play Killing Floor 2 together, I'm still working on that. I've got on my list. I just got to figure out a good date for that, because as you've probably heard from last week's vlog, I'm in the process of moving right now. We're moving on the 28th of this month is like our proper move-in day. So things are pretty hectic right now, just packing and figuring out, you know, oh, did we miss anything? Did we set up the internet at the new place? Did we set up the hydro at the new place? You know, stuff like that. So things are a little bit hectic right now, but I think it'll be fine. But anyway, on to topic 2 now. That was all topic 1. Yooka Laylee. So if you're a Banjo-Kazooie guy like I am, and I love Banjo-Kazooie, then you probably know Yooka Laylee, made by Playtonic. Playtonic is made by a whole bunch of old Rare employees, Rare being the company who did, you know, Banjo-Kazooie, DK64, stuff like that. And I've been playing it. The game starts selling tomorrow, I think, but some YouTubers like myself actually got sent it early, and the embargo lifts today at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight's time. So naturally, my first video on it goes out that time, and my second video goes out half an hour to an hour after that, because I need to make sure that anyone finding me new from that first Yooka Laylee video knows that this is going to be an active playlist, and then the third episode probably tomorrow. So you can see why I said, like, the new schedule is being half implemented this week and then more fully implemented next week, because it happens to coincide with the release date of Yooka Laylee, which holds the world record for fastest growing Kickstarter, or was it fastest Kickstarter to reach $1 million, I think might have been what it actually was. So the game is hyped as fuck. I got sent it early, and I never get sent big games like this early. I'm an enormous fan of Banjo-Kazooie, and I've really been enjoying Yooka Laylee so far. So you can kind of see why I really want to, like, push this at the forefront. So doing a Yooka Laylee Let's Play, I've been thoroughly enjoying it so far. I've been watching the footage back, and I think it's really fun to watch. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is, you know, I just said before, you know, basically 3 major game slots a week. The 2 for the Tuesday and Thursday, the 2 for the Saturday and Sunday, and then there's the 3 for the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like the 3 slot for that. So we're doing 3 games a week, not counting any kind of bonus thing and however that might be. Some weeks I will slot one of the 2 slots out for another series every once in a while if it's like an occasional thing, but I want there to be a focus on 3 main series at a time, as well as your little side videos. That's what I want the focus to be on more. But if by demand that there's other stuff that people want me to slot in for a little while, I'm cool with that. Like, what I'm thinking right now is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on a normal week is Yooka Laylee. I get the feeling that that game series won't be super long, just because I don't know how long the game is, but if it's like Banjo-Kazooie, I can probably beat it in like 30 episodes, so I guess it just work out to like a month or something, maybe a little bit more, which is not bad actually. For the 2 slot of the Tuesday and Thursday, I was thinking, I should include this in the previous segment, sorry. I was thinking RimWorld, and for weekend Dragon Ball Z Team Training, but I will kind of do what I did before, where if one series starts to get really ahead of the other ones in number, then I might swap one of the 2-a-week slots with one of the 3-a-week slots, and then, you know, alternate them every once in a while. Team Training will probably always be 2 a week, just on the weekend, just because that's a good pacing for it, because I need other people in for it, and they're not always as free. But you know, Yooka Laylee might take the Tuesday and Thursday slot some weeks, and RimWorld might take the 3-a-week slot, just kind of depending on what people want to see more at the time. But yeah, as you could probably imagine, because there is a legitimate chance that my Yooka Laylee playthrough will get seen by a lot of new people, because it could end up being high in the search result, or perhaps because a lot of big YouTubers are probably going to do videos on this, and I might get pushed down because of that, I might be in the suggested videos of their videos on it. Maybe viewers will go watch part 1 of somebody else's Let's Play today, and they're just so rabid to watch more Yooka Laylee that they check the suggested videos, and hey, maybe I'm right there. So that'll be going up at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time today, and the second Yooka Laylee video, because I want to let people know this is a very active playthrough very quickly, so I want 2 episodes out today and 1 tomorrow. And then after that, it'll be the regular schedule. So basically, Wednesday onward, it'll be the schedule I've been explaining this whole time. Next, we're on to verification stuff. So verification on both Twitter and YouTube seems to be things that a lot of people like. There's like a mystery to it, kind of. And some people wonder, like, why is it important exactly? So I actually want to talk about this because I've been really researching into how verification works on different sites. Because it's pretty public how it works on Twitter, but it's actually really private how it works on Google Plus/YouTube, which are not exactly the same thing. How verification works on those, it's very confusing, but I'll get into it. Okay, so first I'm going to explain on these sites what verification is, why you want it, and then how you get it, because everybody seems interested in this, myself included. Okay, what is verification? It's that little check mark that you see next to some YouTube channel names, and on Twitter you'll see it next to their Twitter handle. It'll be a blue check mark on Twitter, it'll be a gray one on YouTube. That verification check mark tells you that that is the authentic channel. It's not an imitation, it's the actual thing. It's been confirmed that the legal owner of that account is the correct person. That doesn't sound glamorous at all, but that's the intended purpose of it. So here's what it actually does. Because it's next to your name everywhere it's displayed on the site. So on Twitter, it's always next to your name in the tweet. On YouTube, it's always next to your name, so it's on your videos. It's next to your name if you leave a comment on a video. It's right there, and it's quite noticeable. What this does is it fucking guarantees that anybody who looks at your comment will at least hover over your name and consider clicking it. Okay, it's not 100% guaranteed, but you know what I mean. When you see a verified channel in the comment section and you don't recognize it, don't you pretty much always check out that channel to know what it's all about? Because you're curious. I do it too, and I found some good channels through that before. But every once in a while you find that YouTube channel where he's got like 1,000 subscribers and he's verified, and all you can ask is, how did you get verified? Like, usually only really big people are verified. The rules of how you get verified on YouTube has changed so many times privately over the years, and I can go over that in a minute. But one of the biggest bonuses to being verified on Twitter, because the comment section thing on YouTube is big, on Twitter, when you follow somebody and you're verified, there was a 100% chance that as long as they have emails turned on for what it considers to be important follows, like someone much more popular than you follows you, then if you're verified, it doesn't matter what the difference of follower count is, they will get emailed that you have followed them. So it's actually, as a content creator, a really good way to get to know other content creators because they know that you have some kind of credibility, you know? Because there are a billion people who do YouTube stuff, but only some of them, only a very select few of them are actually putting in the work to have it be like a full-on career. So naturally, the ones who do it for a career want to meet the other ones who do it for a career because they might find someone who can give them advice that they can bounce ideas off of that is mutually beneficial, or even just find a friend who's got the same career as you. Like me and Bob like to talk and hang out all the time, and we both do the same thing for a living because, you know, like we have common interests in games, we have common interests in our job, so we have a fun time talking. If one of us had been verified on Twitter, we would have figured out that we followed each other way sooner. So lastly, Google Plus verification. It proves you're the human that you say you are. So that sounds lame, right? That sounds really lame, the Google Plus one. It can possibly be good. The thing is, if you're verified in Google Plus, and you get verified in Google Plus just by being really active on Google Plus in different communities and circles, as they call it, and having a lot of followers there, if you pass about 20,000 people who have you in their circles and you're an active commenter in different communities, then randomly one day someone might manually verify you. And because it's attached to a YouTube account, it'll automatically verify your YouTube account. However, usually the way it's hooked up is Google Plus will verify your YouTube account hooked up to it, but your YouTube account will be made for Google Plus using your real name. Which means if I was on Google Plus today and I got verified on my Google Plus account, chances are it's not going to verify my Mah-Dry-Bread gameplay and streams account. It's going to verify Madrot which is some fucking dummy account it made that I've never used before. So before you go thinking easy path to verification, it's iffy. How do you get verified on YouTube? Okay, well, you used to just be able to, if you had like 10K subscribers, you could just ask your network, and your network could put in a application for you. Most networks didn't even know they could do that, by the way, because YouTube didn't tell anybody. And unfortunately, when I figured out that was a thing, and I asked my network to do it, they're like, we didn't know that was a thing, let's go check. And they came back and they said like, I'm so sorry, we checked with YouTube, and they got back to us and said that they changed the policy on that 1 week ago. Now you need 100,000 subscribers. God, I missed the window to get verified by 1 week. There's another way though. Basically just meet a YouTube staff member. I know a couple of people now who got verified at under 1,000 subscribers because they hung out with a YouTube staff member. One guy just had beers with like a YouTube staff member after a meetup, like a YouTuber meetup, and some YouTube employees were there. And they're like, yeah, well, we've met you, so we can just verify that you're obviously the owner of this account. So they verified him, and I'm, holy shit, he just stumbled into this amazing promotional tool. Every time he comments on a YouTube video, people are gonna check out his channel. If he just comments on a bunch of strategy videos and stuff, because it's Aldrahill. You guys might know Aldrahill from the Hearts of Iron series. His channel's awesome. So he's already doing awesome at his YouTube channel, and he's fucking verified. All he needs to do is like, I don't know, just watch some playthroughs from like Quill18 and Arumba and stuff, and every once in a while just leave a comment. Like, don't even talk about your own channel or anything, just like talk about what you enjoyed in the video. And anybody who scrolls through is gonna see the comment and be like, okay, well, I have to check out this guy. And they'll check out his page and be like, why is he verified at this low subscribers? And then they'll check and see he does strategy videos, and maybe they'll actually like his channel. It's an amazing promotional tool. And the other way that I've learned that someone got verified at like 500 subscribers was randomly he got accepted to be able to be in like a sit-down conference call with like a YouTube employee to like talk about his channel and how he could improve it. Now these are randomly, like every once in a while they do them. God, I hope they throw one my way one day. That'd be really nice, because I'd love to have a sit down 1 hour talk with a YouTube employee and just talk about, like, you know, I've been doing a video a day for over 5 years now. Here are the mistakes I think I'm making. Here are the things I think that I'm doing well. This is what my channel is about. What do you suggest? What could I improve on? What am I actually doing well? Like, how accurate is what I'm thinking? Stuff like that. I'd love to sit down and get a YouTube employee's impression of my channel. And on top of that, in those talks, at the end of it, you can just say to them, by the way, how do I get verified? And they'll just verify you. Now, this was after the 100K update. So you could just ask in that call and be like, by the way, how do I get verified? And they'll just be like, well, I've met you, so I can verify you, because I know for a fact that you are the correct person who owns this account. You've proven it to me. And they'll verify you on the spot. If I can get in one of those conference calls, whatever you call it, one of those seminars or whatever, I might just get verified. Like, maybe I won't come out with a whole lot of advice that I didn't already know. Who knows how that goes? But there's a very real chance I'd be verified, and that's the biggest promotional tool I could possibly have under 100,000 subscribers. Oh my god, I would kill to have that. On Twitter, how do you get verified though? Well, nowadays you can actually just apply to get verified. If you go to the Twitter verified, I think it's @verified on Twitter, their description and their top pinned tweet is just a link to where you can apply to be verified. Now, they only accept verifications if they consider you to be influential or basically a target. So either if a lot of people are impersonating you, or if you are like a journalist, basically, or a big company owner. Now, the annoying thing is that it's totally biased. Like, if you're a journalist and your articles get 30 views, but you publish on a legit website or one that looks legit, you'll get insta-verified as soon as you link your like your profile on the website and say like, I'm a writer for this website. If you're a YouTuber who just passed 1 million views yesterday on his most viewed video, that's not influential enough. Shut up, YouTuber. It's really hard to get verified as a YouTuber, but really easy as a journalist. It's real confusing. If you're a journalist or even just like a blog writer, it's really easy to get verified. Basically, when you sign up to be verified as a business, which I technically am, you just link 5 links to show that you're legit and then write up to 500 characters about what you're all about. But if you're just a person who gets impersonated a lot, that's also a way that people get verified, which is really annoying because you can apply once a month, and the last time I applied, I said, these articles have been written on me, because I've had a few articles written about me on like legit sites, and I linked them. I said like, this is my channel, it's got about 9 million views channel-wide, and I have had cases in the past where people have impersonated me on Twitter, and they fucking rejected it, probably because I couldn't prove that I've been previously impersonated on Twitter, even though I have, not many times, and last time I checked, nobody is. But nobody's impersonating me on Twitter, so it doesn't matter that I have 9 million views. It doesn't matter that I've spoken with the developers of the Guild 2, well actually not the original devs, the ones who took it over later, which I think is called Golem Labs, the ones who are making the Guild 3. I've talked with some of their PR guys, and they want to like send me the Guild 3 when it comes out, which I'm pumped for because it looks like it's addressed a lot of my complaints from the Guild 2. I have talked to all kinds of devs of small games. I am the top result for some pretty legit big games on YouTube. Like, I am known in certain communities of not particularly small games. I'm not some kind of huge big shot YouTuber or anything. I mean, I'm not verified on YouTube after all, but I feel like I'm known enough that you could verify me on Twitter. Like, the Twitter verification rules are a lot more relaxed than the YouTube ones, unless you stumble ass first into a YouTube employee and then they're like, whoop, I noticed that ass anywhere, you're verified. So yeah, basically I really want to be verified on YouTube, and I really want to be verified on Twitter, and the chances of me fluking into either of them are very slim. Either a shitload of people need to suddenly decide I really want to imitate Mah-Dry-Bread, or I need to run into a YouTube employee and talk about YouTube and prove I own my YouTube channel to them, and then they might verify me. Really weird ways to get verified. Anyway, I've been rambling long enough. I want to talk about user participation stuff now, viewer participation. So you might have seen the best of Fallout Survival Mode Part 1 thing. That was made by EVJ in the community. I thought it was really fucking funny. It was actually in a style that I don't really edit my highlights into, which I thought would be really interesting to see the feedback on it, because she edited it in a pretty different style than I did. I cleaned it up a little bit, just because I think she's new to editing videos, but I left all of her original edits in there. And like, you know, she did some gags with like repeating that weird noise I made and everything, and I think that worked really well. And people seem to respond really positively to that best of video. If you haven't seen my best of videos, by the way, I got a playlist. I use it kind of as like a taste test guide to see what series you might like. But I really like the best of videos. They're the funniest videos on my channel. So EVJ made one and it was really good, so I just put it on my channel. Like, here's the thing. If you make a highlight clip show video thing of one of my series, link it to me. And if I like it, then I'll give you the thumbs up and I'll just download it and put it on my channel. You'll get promoted in it. Like, it's got your name in the title, it's got your link at the top of the description to make sure that people can go check out your channel or your Twitter, whatever it is of yours that you want to promote. And I'll make sure that at the end where it says like watch more, like you saw there, it had like, I think it had her Twitter handle and her icon. I think that's what I put for her. But if you'd prefer I promote like your YouTube or something, then yeah, totally, I'll do that. I just wanted to know, like, if you take the time to do that thing to promote me, and I watched the video and I really liked it, then I'll reach out to you and ask if it'd be okay if I put it on my channel. So yeah, there's that. For the other community contribution thing, there are community subtitles. So you can go below any of my videos now and like click the little like options arrow thing. I think it's the more button. Yeah, you click the more button right under the subscribe button and hit add translations. You can translate any of my videos into any language you want and just make your own subtitles for it. And that helps me immensely because it turns out if you translate one of your videos into a language that is not the language you're speaking in, it can actually get promoted in countries of that language. That's huge. That opens up my videos to a whole new audience. Like if I got my videos translated into Spanish, oh my god, Spanish YouTube is huge. That's so many users. Like, oh my god. I had a bit of a collaborative effort of translating just English subtitles on how YouTubers get paid, and that has already seen an increase in viewership just for having English subtitles. That's awesome. It's not a very long video. They English subtitled the thing. It gets sent to me to review it. I reviewed it and I'm like, yep, this is legit. They didn't just put the word dicks a bunch of times. I accepted it. It's on the video as the official subtitles for that video now. And it's getting more views every day. Just English subtitles, the language I was already speaking in. That's incredible. I'm guessing it's just, it's probably people who either are hard of hearing or are better at reading English than they are at hearing English, because I do talk kind of fast. So maybe, I don't know, it helped though. So I can only imagine, like, I saw a few people on the Discord server saying they're working on a Dutch translation and they're working on a Norwegian translation for how YouTubers get paid. If you want to translate any of my videos, go ahead. I appreciate the hell out of it because, like, that, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. One of the biggest parts is it adds metadata to the video. It adds something that YouTube checks and says, these words are in the video and people are searching these words, so let's promote it. So it'll normally checks the title, the description, and the tags. So if my video is called Yooka Laylee, you know, ukulele gameplay part 1, whatever, and it's got ukulele in the title, in the description, and in the tags, then that's a repeated keyword, it'll be more likely to show up. Well, if the subtitles also say ukulele, that's even more for YouTube to say, this person is YouTube searching ukulele, they want to see ukulele. Well, this guy has it in the title, description, the tags, it's even in the subtitles, so we know it's in the content of the video. Maybe this is a video that we should show him and see if that's what he was looking for. So subtitling really helps promote if you subtitle like the first part of an episode of a series, even if it's just in English. Like my ukulele video is coming out later today. Dude, if you subtitle those and you put ukulele both with and without the dash, like ukulele with a space one time and then ukulele with the dash instead of a space another time, so it's both spellings that people will use, then that's way more metadata saying promote this video. If you guys want to subtitle my videos, it's completely public for anybody to do. Any language you do it in is appreciated. If you want to go do that and you need suggestions, do like part 1 of series in English so that there's the metadata there to promote it so that people can find part 1 and see if they like the series or not, and then they can find the playlist from there. And if you want to do something in a different language than English, a great place to start would be like a best of video, where it's something that's very shareable, something where you wouldn't need to do a really long entire playthrough, you know? Like subtitling a 5-minute best of video is obviously going to be a lot easier than subtitling the untold hours of some playlists I have. So if you want to subtitle a video in any language you want, just go to my video, hit more, and hit add translations, and you can start in subtitles. I'll get emailed the same day on YouTube, hopefully, when you add a translation, because it actually emailed me really late when someone added the English translation for review. But if I will check my translation area more often and make sure that I'm not missing anything, because YouTube emails have been dodgy the last year. It emails me about some things and then doesn't about others. I've had a couple of days where it emailed me about no comments. Like whenever I notice that happening, I tweet that. so that people are aware there's a real good chance I'm going to miss comments. But right now it seems like comments are mostly working. I don't know. Actually, I have a current bug where sometimes it'll say I have like 3 comments on a video and I go to it and it displays no comments and the spam filter's empty. So is the number a glitch or is it not showing up a glitch? Who knows? Lastly, player.me. It's a website that's basically a social media site heavily focused around gaming. I've made a community page there. I don't know if you want to use it. Like, I'm just going to link in the description. Go join me on player.me, and if you guys like the website, then fuck yeah, I'll make it into like a blog or something. So yeah, I think that's about it for the main stuff. Weekly YouTuber, Visnomatic. I think I've done them like twice before or something, but they are so close to 1,000 subscribers. They're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the next month, and I want to see them hit it because they've been working so fucking hard for so many years. If you like the collaborative stuff that I do with, like, when I'm just hanging out with friends, you know, Dremel's Head Team Training, Pokemon Platinum, PTCP streams, if you're into that stuff, go check out Visnomatic, link in the description, and there'll also be a card on screen, and one of the end screen videos will be them. Go check them out, because I think they're awesome. Their channel's a lot of fun. I've been on their channel a few times. I plan to be on their channel even more, and I don't know. I think if you give it a chance, that you'll like it quite a bit, and I'd really love to see them hit 1,000 subscribers this or next month. Like always, if you want to support me, go follow me on Twitter and talk to me there. I'd love talking with you guys there. Check out Tad in the description where you can watch advertisements on your browser or your phone to get me paid, especially with how YouTube advertising has just been slashed nearly in half, which is really rough. And if you want to support me by doing what you would have done anyway and buy stuff on Amazon because it's just a really good service, click on one of my Amazon affiliate links in the description. Everything will cost the same for you, and I'll just get a little bit of commission on the side. Thank everybody for watching. I need to go record more Yooka Laylee, and until next time, have a nice day.